The ladies want to know, like, what's your relationship status? Like, what's going on right now?
Yo, this is time. Yo.
You guys.
What a look at that.
Oh, you guys want to answer this question? Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody to henTakeover. I'm your host Shen. This is my very first episode, and I'm proud to announce the youngest and baddest, two of the best DJs in the city right now, DJ Hyper and DJ Fling.
Yo.
How you guys doing? How's your day going
Good,
so far?
how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to roll into it nicely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being my first ever guest on my show.
Oh, for sure.
Basically, the reason why I wanted to have you guys on, because both you guys are two like really main faces in the like entertainment industry. Fling, me and you're like close friends. Hyper, I don't know you too well, but I do see you often. I know you're doing your thing. You're active. You're outside. A lot of you guys are probably one of the most requested DJs I can think of off the top of my head.
Right.
So I just wanted to I want the people to get to know you a bit more than what they see on social media.
Sure.
So, to start off, Fling, what made you want to get into DJing?
I've always been like into music. Grew up in church, stuff like that. Always playing drums, keyboard, bass. It's always been my thing. Older I got, started playing sports. Got very serious about sports, and then got a couple opportunities, school opportunities, stuff like that. And then COVID kind of happened, kind of made me have to take a step back. Kind of had to, really set back and figure out what I want to do. And in that period of isolation, I fell back in love with music. And from there, I just said, yo, I'm trying to be a DJ. Try the thing. It's working out.
Was there, and for Hyper, what's your answer? What made you get into DJing?
Personally, I always grew up around music. All my cousins DJ here and there. My auntie always used to play music. So it's kind of something I grew up in a sense. Like family parties. You know how the family parties
Yeah,
are.
for sure.
Family parties, you're always playing.
For sure.
Bunch of music bongs and liquor a beat and then,
Facts, vibes.
So was
Just a
there
bunch
any
of vibes.
idols or people you looked up to growing up that mainly influenced you to choosing to become a DJ?
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't say necessarily becoming a DJ, but especially when I became a DJ, I had a lot of idols after I decided, yo, this is what I want to do. Guys in the city who have been, doing this stuff and been crazy with the scene, still active right now type vibe. So, yeah, for sure.
Okay. And I know you're a part of a group named YTM. Did you start DJing before YTM became a thing?
Yeah. So with YTM, those guys have been my friends. Even before I really took off with this music stuff. I was definitely DJing before them, and they were definitely coming around. They were definitely my friends. They were definitely coming to my events before YTM became a thing. So yeah, for sure, I'd say. Definitely.
Where did the idea of YTM originally come from? Did you guys just want to become a group to make your own parties so you didn't have to go to other people's parties?
If I'm being so real, yeah, I've definitely been working with YTM from the ground up, but I have to give credit to the other members of YTM because they really are the foundation of that group. Like my boy Ray
we'll be
Ray.
having them on shortly.
Yeah, my boy North, Kwame, Ty, they really are, even Nickens, they really are the foundation of YTM. So I wouldn't be one to take credit for, the real creation of YTM for real.
And a random question. When you guys first started making parties, was there a particular reason why you didn't really collaborate with other party groups or promoting groups?
I wouldn't really say there was a exact reason. I felt that maybe our team wanted to prove ourselves that we could do this stuff ourselves before we decide to collab with anybody. And at the same time, we were already friends with most of the guys. I was already parring with Hyper. I was already parring with the other groups, the Mafias, the Explosions, the other young groups that are killing the city. We're already, somewhat mutual, somewhat brethren in a sense, so.
Okay. Yeah. And Hyper, are you a part of any type of promoting group like that? Or are you just...
I would say Mafia.
Northern Mafia?
Yeah, Northern Mafia.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been a part of that? Or is it something you built up with them as well?
It definitely wasn't something I built up with them to an extent. I would say a year or two.
That you've really been
That's when you guys started being more close and started working with them?
Then that's literally kind of like when we locked in a sense. Because like prior to that, I think they were doing like house parties.
Yeah.
And then after one of their house parties that I officially played at, I was personally like, yo, why are you guys having a party in the house? Like, go to the club. You know what I mean?
You kind of like stem the idea to bring it from houses to like actual venues and stuff.
Literally, I'm like, yo, you guys have bare people in the house. Like, why not go to the club and see like what it does? You know what I mean? So it's like after that, then after we threw Showtime's birthday party at Ankle upstairs.
Holy rest in peace, Ankle.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Ankle. I only ever been there one time, and it was a great party. But
legendary spot.
Legendary spot.
So how do you guys feel about the fact that all of these clubs are getting closed down because of violence?
Bro, honestly, like, it's not my place to really speak on that stuff because everybody goes through their own problems. I'm not really into the mix, so I really.
But as not that you're into the mix, but like as people that are, you guys run parties and you guys are always looking for venues. It's kind of like dimming the pool of options now.
Yeah, like it's definitely messed up, but you know what I mean. Sometimes certain doors close for other doors to open, right? So
that's a positive way to put it.
Yeah.
Hyper, where did you get your nickname from, or where did that come from?
What, Hyper? Oh,
yeah.
Truthfully, like I picked Hyper because I'm not hyper. You know what I mean? So like I wanted a name that didn't really describe me, but kind of like rings in a sense.
Oh, so you just picked it one day randomly?
Yeah, just randomly picked it.
That's good. And where did Fling come from?
I started DJing when the dance came out.
So you just said Fling your shoulder. Let me call myself Fling.
I'm gonna call myself Fling.
Well, at least they stuck. Now you guys have really cool nicknames. You guys have really cool nicknames that don't mind. So for both of you, do you guys take DJing as like your first step to like going into another part of the industry, as in like producing music, or what else? What is there? I don't know if you guys want to like retire from DJing one day and then just strictly host parties or be like investors into parties in the back. So is like, where do you guys see, how long do you see yourself being in the industry, and where do you want it to take you?
You want to go first, or?
Yeah, you could go first.
A lot of people don't know this, but I actually went to school for audio engineering and producing, right? So, yeah, definitely producing, engineering, definitely something I've always been interested in as well, because it also helps my talent when it comes to being a DJ. I can make my own edits, I could make my own remixes, like, you know, without having someone else do it for me type vibes. And you know what I mean? I really understand the logic behind actually putting together music and actually publishing music, right? So, yeah, that's definitely something I'm trying to get into. I definitely see myself being an artist manager in the future, or an A&R for a music label. That's definitely, you know, another step that I want to take in my career. But DJing at this moment is definitely the forefront. I'm definitely trying to travel the world. I'm definitely trying to see what I could do with being a DJ.
Just see what you can play around with 100%. And stuff. And 100%. For you, Hyper?
Personally, like, DJing, I feel like would open a lot of doors in a sense, as into like branching off. So like, personally, like I see myself like anywhere, like Fling said as well, like managing an artist, or like going into like producing, or like something along the lines of like somewhere in the music industry.
Yeah.
In a sense, but
yeah. And as of right now, are you guys working with any like producers that are giving you like tips and advice onto how to build to that, or are you kind of just like working on your own, trying to see what you can do?
Honestly, I have a lot of producer friends, like a lot of friends that I've met in the industry so far. I wouldn't say necessarily that I'm working with anybody or looking to work with anybody right now. When it comes to producing, that's not really my main focus. It's more the DJing aspect. You know, preparing myself for parties and stuff like that, right? So it's not really my main focus at the moment. Eventually down the line, I do see that being a possibility, though.
Okay, for you, Hyper? Right now, it's just you're just focused more on DJing?
Yeah, I'm pretty much focused on DJing. Like Fling said as well, I'm trying to travel, see the world, see like other type of cultures.
What kind of doors has DJing opened for you so far? That was my question.
Oh yeah. So one of my dreams was becoming an international DJ, traveling the world. This year was actually my first year leaving the country to play music. I went to Jamaica and then Miami in a couple of weeks, beginning of the year. I have a couple other international bookings that are planned in my schedule for the rest of the year as well. I don't really want to.
We don't need to talk about that.
No one needs to talk about it right now. But Yeah, just,
It's loading. It's loading.
giving me the opportunity to travel to different places, see different people, and just expand my brand. I'd say those are opportunities that they definitely have given me. Even like little stuff like, let's say, concerts, like major concerts. I've been invited backstage just to chill with major artists, or you know what I mean, stuff like that, like, or studio sessions with major artists because they want me to pump out their stuff, or you know what I mean. So it's definitely giving me like opportunities.
Yeah.
That I think I want.
And for you, Hyper, was Miami the first time you left the country for a gig, or
Nah.
no?
I left last year to go to Jamaica.
Oh, so both Jamaica and Miami for both you guys.
Yeah.
How was your Miami experience? I was out, like, I linked up with you guys like around the end of the week, but like, how was your whole experience out there?
Yo,
it was your first time going, right?
Yeah, it was super lit. Like,
it was lit.
in my opinion, I love Miami. Like, Miami is definitely where I would see a place. Like, I definitely would see myself living there.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For sure. Especially as a DJ, like, there's always something going on down there.
I feel like in Canada, we're more, like, maybe just in Canada or like our culture, we see a lot of more, like, we're more cultured. Like, we listen to more dancehall. And then when we went to Miami, all the parties we went to, guys, it was all trap music. Yeah.
Except that one party.
Except for the one party we went to, and you were DJing. But
I'd say Canada and Miami are very similar because it really depends on who you know, where you go.
Yeah.
You get me? So, like, because, like, down here, I'd say, like, most of the parties we play is definitely predominantly trap, hip-hop, taste, maybe some R&B, maybe, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah,
I would say like dancehall.
Yeah, that's why I said trap, hip-hop, dancehall, R&B, yeah, for sure. Dancehall as well. But then there's other places you can go in the city where you're going to hear top 40 music, where you're going to hear house music, where you're going to hear pop music.
Those places I've never been to. But
it's definitely like, preference. But like in Miami, I feel like they have those too. It just really depends on where you go, who you know. You know what I mean?
Definitely who you're with too as well.
That as well, right?
I feel like a lot of the more Jamaicans or the Yachties were in Fort Lauderdale than where we were, like South Beach.
100%.
100%.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game.
Okay.
It's called Overrated. It's not really a game, but Overrated or Underrated. Toronto edition. I'm gonna throw some things out there. You guys tell me if it's overrated or underrated.
Okay.
Okay, so starting, bubbling girls in the club. Overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated stuff.
Nike Text with shiesty masks.
Overrated.
Drake.
Not overrated, but not underrated.
I'd say the same, to be honest.
Honestly, you have to give Drake credit.
He's the GOAT.
Yes, he kind of put Toronto on the map. Like, we can't be mad.
Definitely
can't be mad. Black Air Forces.
Underrated.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was gonna say that too because, like, fam, like,
they actually came clutch in high school.
Not even just high school, just like, bro,
they're just clean. Like
if
simple.
If you know the style, bro, like, you know what I mean. You can. It's personally, I don't think I can pull it off, but I've seen some mans pull it off still.
So it's okay to, like, if you're going to a super lit function, you're going in Black Air Forces.
Bro, I feel like if you know to put on anything, you could pull off anything.
You can make it work.
True. Okay. Have you guys listened to the Wagwan Delilah song?
Yeah.
Overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Really, nigga?
It's a big tune, fam.
Oh my gosh.
IBCTD.
And dancehall versus soca? Overrated. Like, which one are you picking?
Dancehall.
Dancehall?
Yeah.
I don't know. Soca has its moments though.
It has its moments, but I feel like for me personally, I only want to hear soca if it's Caravana or if it's
You gotta go to the right function.
Yeah,
like, you gotta catch me and Brandon on the.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I have to be lit though, because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have to have a lot of energy to me.
Definitely.
I feel like that question's biased because I'm Jamaican, you know. So.
And do you think Toronto girls are overrated or underrated?
Yo.
You guys.
Where they look at that?
Oh, you guys want to answer this question? Oh my gosh. The ladies really want to know, guys. You guys are two of the hottest, baddest, most popping DJs in the city right now.
Yeah, for sure.
The ladies want to know, like, what's your relationship status? Like, what's going on right now?
Yo, this is time. Actually, I'm not even drinking. At the moment, like, I'm single. I'm just focusing on myself. Literally that.
So
like,
there's no situationships?
No situationships.
No messing around with exes?
Nah, none of that. Just strictly.
You took your shot? You're not answering this?
Nah, I'm answering.
Oh, okay.
I'm answering.
Nah. For me, it's literally just, like, focusing on myself, trying to be a better person. You get me? Mm-hmm. Focused on the music, focused on building my career.
You have a message to your ex?
Chill.
You're taking a shot?
What are you asking me right now?
Taking a shot?
Yo, what are you asking me?
Take a shot still.
I know there's nothing in that cup. Oh, you're lucky. Relationship status, situationships.
I'm definitely big single.
Mm-hmm.
And
This girl's
damn.
climbing on something.
literally, like, personally, I'm just focusing on myself because, like, I feel like women are a big distraction, especially if you're trying to DJ as well. Because you know, like,
that's my next question.
You know, especially like going out, playing at a party, you have to have a clear mind. In a sense, you have to be in a good mood, or you're gonna like play kind of off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, your head's not really gonna be in the game. So, personally, I feel like, you know, as a DJ, like, if you have your realize, then you have your realize. But like, I say, like, don't go out there forcing something.
Relationships, for sure.
Yeah,
so
like,
do you feel like you guys, since you guys are in the industry and you guys are like in the spotlight, it kind of like restricts you from being able to find like actual more serious relationships, or is it like, or is it?
No, I feel like you could definitely find a.
Did I word it properly?
No, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, though.
I get what you're saying. I definitely do see, like, you know, the possibility of finding a relationship. There definitely is, you know, I wouldn't say groupies, but there definitely is, like, you know.
I will say it. There is groupies. Oh my gosh, there definitely is.
But yeah,
like I would say it.
Like, as long as you know you're transparent, you keep it. I feel like when you're transparent, you keep it a buck with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really lose in the end. You know what I mean? And that's coming from experience. Like, I've been a dog shit. I've done the, you know what I mean? I've done the gallus thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but that's not what you care. Like, that's not what you care for.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Not really my thing anymore.
Because don't you feel like when you since you guys have names for yourselves and like there's constantly girls throwing themselves at you, it kind of like loses like the value of like each girl like coming, like it's like, I don't know how I'm wording it. There's gonna be a lot of girls that throw themselves at you, and it's like you have to like decipher which one is actually like a good girl or which one is just like she just trying to come around because you have some clout. Like don't look.
I feel like the conversations that you have with people, you could definitely just tell off rip. I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't know if that's for you, but for me, I feel like just by the way you're talking to me, I already know what it is, like how you're moving, like. You know
I also feel like that as well. But like personally, like me, like I'll let a girl do whatever she wants at first to see what she rather do. You know what I mean? So like, I'll watch you, but I won't watch you at the same time. You know what I mean? So like, I'll see what you do. Like, if you come to the party and you know you're just doing a bag of things, and I'll just be like, okay, like, you know, now I definitely know
what you are,
what you actually are, instead of like you're telling me you're this and that person through a screen, in a sense. You know what I mean?
So Hyper thought he was slick and tried to dodge my question.
Holy.
I asked you if you have any situationships, if you're messing around with any exes. Nothing. The girls want to know. They want to know if you're fresh on the market, if they can come holla.
Personally, they could come holla, but but holla at your own risk.
At your own risk. What does that mean?
As a G.
You have one of those crazy exes, a lie?
No, I'm not a crazy ex. I'm definitely not. I'm
you.
calm.
I said, do you have one of those crazy exes, a lie?
In a sense, yeah.
Oh my gosh, ladies, you hear that? He gave you a warning. Holla at your own risk. And do you have a message to your ex?
Idiot girl.
Okay, that is it. That is it,
bro.
What are some things like that? This is kind of like a generic question, but what's like some things girls will do like that will instantly turn you off? Like red flag, get away from me.
Yo, if you come to the club and you know the man, like if you know
you're hugging
DJ,
the whole,
the security, the owner, the bottle service girl's like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you're my girl. If I brought you around that, okay. But like, that's crazy.
Like off rip.
That's crazy. I also, another thing that's an instant ick, like, I don't know. Still,
You don't really have much?
I don't really have that much X.
You have any Hyper?
Definitely if I bring you to the club and you know everybody.
Crazy.
Like, even if you know people that I don't know, it's just like, whoa,
like,
this is not a childhood friend.
When you guys are thinking to like talk to a girl, are you guys gonna go for more of the like homebody, or like, are you gonna talk to a girl that's known, or you rather just talk to the girl that has like 100 followers?
Yo, honestly, bro, I'll tell you, like, I just like what I like. Like, that shit really doesn't faze me. Like, you could have 2,000 followers. It's really how you're interacting with those 2,000 followers, because, you know what I mean? A girl could have 100 followers and she's fucking with 40 of her followers, right? A girl could have 2,000 followers and she's only fucking with one person that's following her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can't really look at shit like that.
Mm.
You get me? So it's
Okay.
really what I like. Whatever I like, I like.
Is it a red flag, or are you talking to a girl that has an OnlyFans?
Nah.
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 Okay, scratch the OnlyFans. What if she's like the girl that always posting like bikini pictures on Instagram?
Is she an influencer?
Something like that.
What does that mean?
Like,
What do you mean by
she's not
something
really like an influencer. Like, she doesn't have no brand deals.
Is she's trying to be an influencer?
Yeah.
Honestly, the way I look at it, bro, can't manage hot girl, don't pick up hot girl, right?
Literally.
Simple as that. Same, vice versa. Ladies, if you can't manage hot boy, don't pick up hot boy, fam. It's that simple.
Mm. So, for any of the new females that are trying to come in your life, is it like, if they come into your life and they're trying to like already like restrict what you're doing, is it immediate cutoff?
It depends. Like, I feel like when you're getting into a relationship, and this is from experience. Like, I'm telling you guys, I've done messed up a million times. I've done been, you know, the bad nigga. Like, I've done that already. You see what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, when you get in a relationship, or you're talking to somebody, you set your boundaries, right? If you can't manage to, you know, stay within those boundaries, then I guess that situation isn't for you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not really like an instant cutoff, but like, you know, you kind of know what you're also getting yourself into when you're talking to a DJ. Like, not to put DJs under the bus or anything, but we're out here, right? We work at the club. Like, y'all go to the club to turn up, find the one y'all. We work there, so like we're seeing this shit every single week. That's another reason why I feel like, you know, your significant other shouldn't really feel insecure when fucking with a DJ, because bro, like, yeah, I'm around a bunch of baddies or whatever, but I see this shit every single week. Like, it's not something that excites me like before. You get me? So
since you guys work at the club majority of the time, doesn't it like take the whole excitement away from it as well? Like, you guys don't care to go out on your days off now?
I don't know.
I would say like it's more of like, on my days off, I want to do something fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's literally like...
Honestly, since I've been getting more into like the promoting and things, I've realized that too. Like, on my days off, I also work at the club. I do bottle service and I bartend. So when I'm on my days off, I rather just like, let's go karting.
Yeah.
Or let's go do something else. Like, it's not every day, oh, let's go to the club we already have to work there.
Nah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
And like, if you see me at a club on my day off, it's strictly like a marketing like strategy or a marketing scheme. Let's say I have a party coming up. I'm gonna go over there, show face, show support to that promoter. Yo, big up my party. Or, you get me?
Yeah, that's
Stuff
something
like that.
I noticed you and YTM will do. You guys will come and then put it on the sign. Normal things though, no more things.
Come support, come buy a bottle. You know what I mean? You can't get support without giving it, right?
So, do you guys have to deal with a lot of like fake support from like other people you work with? Like, is there like promoters that you know like badmouthed you before, but they want you to DJ for the party, so now they're smiling in your face?
100%. But business is business, right? Not everybody's gonna be your friend. It's straight like that. Like,
but like, how do you deal with do you deal with them different? Like, do you like it and then you keep it pushing, or
yeah, I know to keep it pushing, because I realize like I can really count on my hands how much people in the industry are actually my friend. You get me? Hyper is definitely someone that's actually my brethren. You see what I'm saying? The rest are more like just business partners, business associates. Like, you going to work. You going to work? I
know those girls ain't my friends.
Yeah, I mean, but you're work homies, right? Like,
yeah, you gotta be cool with them.
You see what I'm saying? It's cool. Business is business, right? It's the same thing. Like, DJing is a job at the end of the day for us. It is a job. So it's literally the same environment as anybody else. We just happen to have more of a lit time than the average.
How did you and Hyper like become like friends? Because I know you guys like, since you guys, from like what I've seen, you guys became like more closer like last year, this year.
I've known Hyper for a little bit now still. Hyper was already doing this thing long before me.
Yeah, I know that.
You see what I'm saying? Especially when I was coming up doing like the little all ages and stuff. I remember, I don't know if Hyper remembers this, but I remember Hyper would like send me a DM, yo, like, I'm gonna bring you around, fam. Like, I don't know if you remember them times.
Nah, I remember.
Well, yeah, Hyper used to send me some DMs like, yo, you're doing your thing, yo, I'm gonna bring you around, stuff like that. And then with Mafia, yeah, he was, I think Hyper was the first person to call me to come to a Mafia party, come open for him. And then from there, like, you know, there was a link, like.
So you Hyper, like, you seeing Fling come up, did you, like, you just said, okay, that this is a kid I want to lock in with, or?
It was
What
more
was it?
so. It was more so like when I personally stepped foot downtown when I first turned legal.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally the youngest kid on King Street.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I was kind of like battling it out with like 30-year-olds. So it's literally like 18 or 19 versus like 30-year-olds, you know?
Yeah,
So
totally.
How old are you again?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay.
So like nobody was really rooting for me in a sense. So like it was kind of like I kind of had to prove myself. So like I don't know if you guys heard about a club called Same Nightclub.
Nah.
It was
No.
basically old bodega.
Okay.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
So Juliet Bodega.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So basically, like I think his name was like Danny. He's like, yo, like I've never heard about you before, but if you could bring a crowd, I'll give you a shot. So boom, whatever. Long story short, I ended up bringing like I think like 50, 60 people, and you know how small,
Yeah, that's
That's
rapping.
right.
you know, so
rammed.
it's rammed in there. And it's literally all of my people. So like nobody was really fucking with the other DJ because
Yeah, tell you what's because he came for you. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So then when I started playing and the whole place just like the whole dynamic of the party just changed. It was kind of
Hundo.
like, whoa.
Hundo.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
right then and there I got plugged into a whole lot of other venues. And you know, it was kind of like a thing where like nobody was rooting for me when I first started. So I kind of wanted to be like an older bro in a sense.
Yeah,
And like, you
facts.
know,
Oh, that's so
put
sweet.
somebody else into the like,
To
you
the
know,
mix, yeah.
into the works.
Because
to-
yeah, Fling, you're 21, so and you started this around what you're 18, 17?
Yeah, 16.
I would say you did it
Yeah.
older than that, fam.
I said.
I mean, younger than that.
yeah,
my
I
fault.
started 16. 16 COVID times. I used to do the Instagram lives.
I remember.
Yo, when I was doing the Instagram lives, them shits were lit. And like at first, like all the young boys, like they're probably getting like 40. And then yo, I remember I did a live one day and I had like 100 something people in there. I had like 150 something people in there. Boom, I'm like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna try and throw a party. You know what I mean? That's
is
when I
that
came up with Fling
Fling
Fest.
Fest, the first year, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, because I met you off of Instagram spam.
Okay.
And then,
Spam
like,
days.
yeah, the spam days, everyone is a spam community. Like, we just post foolishness and then we all make friends. And then I remember I was supposed to come to the first Fling Fest, but it was, I think,
It rained and then it stopped raining.
yeah. And then I was on my way to the first location and Addy changed, like, man told me
Yeah.
Addy changed. And I said, I'm like, Bundus, I'm going home.
Yeah,
I'm literally
that
going
first
home.
Fling Fest, it never really did numbers. Like probably, actually,
No, it
numbers.
did do numbers.
Probably did like 100 people, like my very first time, and then, damn, the next year I threw it
Next
again.
year.
Still COVID, by the way. Next year,
Yeah.
Really?
I'm talking like we're throwing illegal parties, bro. Like we're in the park,
Yeah. No
Like,
permit, no nothing.
permits, no nothing. The next year I did it, bro, in the Bees, fam, in Brampton. Boom, 400 people come, 500 people come. Police come, lock it off. I'm like, yo, party's not done. I'm like, yo, let's go to Centennial Park. So Brampton
To Centennial.
to Centennial.
That's
That's
a
a drive.
drive.
That's like a 30 minute rush hour. 30 minute drive.
That's a drive still.
Yeah,
get
it's a
me?
bad drive.
So I'm like, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? Boom. 600 people pulled up to Centennial.
That's
Lit.
crazy.
Lit. Locked off the party at least 3 times.
Damn.
Kept moving different parking lots. Party kept going. It was lit. The next year I decided, yo, I'm gonna do it legitimately. And boom. Went from 600, 3,000 people.
You keep growing. You keep
3,000
growing.
people last year. About same numbers, you know?
That's
but
mad.
It's looking good for Fling Fest 2024.
yeah, August
Definitely
2nd.
was a good
it's gonna be
August
crazy.
2nd is gonna
Yeah.
be crazy.
Last year was definitely a good
Let's
look as
see
well.
if Fling asked me to be in a photo shoot this time. Let's see if he's not dissing.
Hey,
Anyways,
hey.
what exactly? What's like the most crazy experience you guys can remember happening to you while you guys been working?
Like crazy as in good or crazy as in
As-
just crazy?
Like, it's literally, I would say good. Let's be positive. Crazy as in the best, craziest thing that ever happened to you while working.
For me, bro, I'd say, it's quite a few things. I opened for some crazy artists for sure. But Flingfest for sure. Like,
Fling Fest has been the best thing for you?
yeah, 100%. Like, you know, just having so much people actually support me, actually come out, actually come to have a good time. Like, I mean, that's crazy, especially at my age. Like, my 19th birthday, I had 3,000 people at my birthday party. Like, that's insane.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy stuff.
For you, Hyper, craziest experience?
I would say my pool party.
Which
First-
pool party?
I thought you were gonna say
Party.
Rolling Loud, bro.
Nah, that's definitely one of the
You open
craziest.
for Rolling Loud?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Like 10,000 pounds, bro.
Jeez.
That was a
I'm so
crazy
sorry I did not know this.
experience
I
as
should have done my research a little bit more.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience as well.
Was it Rolling Loud Toronto?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was
was crazy.
That's
Like
neat.
personally, like I was drunk, so like
Yeah.
I came out the sprinter, and like I'm just hearing a bunch of noise, and I'm just like, they're like this is the second main stage, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
kind of like I was like wasn't really expecting what could have potentially happened with the like amount of people that were there.
Mhm.
So then when I got to the stage, and I was just like kind of froze for a second. I was
Yeah,
like, shit,
yeah.
like this
Mhm.
is enough people.
Yeah.
Did you get a little like stage fright or anything?
A little bit, but like you
The
know,
liquor was kicking though.
the
yeah,
liquor was
yeah.
kicking,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just talking, you know, and then I used the line similar to what Fling would say, like you know, if you came with your best friend, say yeah, like you know,
Yeah, bro.
and everybody actually said it, and I'm like, damn,
10,000
like,
people
yo, this
saying
is
that.
crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. How did you get that like connect to end up doing that? Like, did someone like reach out to you from Rolling Loud, or you just knew someone?
I basically connected with Chromas because Chromas is like a childhood
Oh yeah,
friend.
yeah.
So
I forgot she did
basically,
Shout out Chromas.
literally, shout out Chromas. So literally before Chromas performed, I had like a 20-minute slot
Oh, okay. So
plus her
you
performance.
better make that 20 minutes work, and that's what you did.
Nah, literally, that 20 minutes was a lit 20 minutes.
Nah, I seen the clips, bro. It was crazy.
Crazy,
Mm.
crazy.
Well, we're almost out of time,
Mhm.
so I just want to say, let me just like I'll give you guys my heartfelt. I want to deeply say thank you to both you guys, Hyper and Fling, for being my first ever guest on my show.
Appreciate
I
it.
do have gifts for you guys.
Gifts.
Living in my soft guy era.
Trust me.
Fling.
Ladies, take notes.
Ladies, take
notes.
Can I open it on
Yes,
camera?
you can open it on camera.
Yes. How'd you know? How'd you know I like bucket hats? Mad thing.
Look how fitted.
And there is something stitched on the side.
Okay.
I had to label you guys, I had to brand you guys.
Come on.
Okay. You guys know how I feel about fitted, so
Trust
shout
me.
out henTakeover.
You guys know I love the bucket hats, you know? This is the only type of hat I wear, you know?
I know.
bucket?
I had a feeling. I had to do a
Literally
little
only
research,
wear
guys. I had to do a
bucket
little research to see if
Come
Fling.
Needed that.
I know
Needed
Fling
that.
wears hats. That's Fling's thing, but I already knew Hyper. I don't see you in hats, but you're yachty. So bucket hats will
You
suit
see
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bucket hats is the thing.
So
It's the drip.
I think I'm gonna take. Let's take one shot together.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, to end off the show,
For sure.
and I'm definitely gonna have you guys on again.
Yeah, thanks
But
for having
appreciate
us.
you guys. Thank you for being on.
Definitely. It was
Thanks
my
for having
pleasure.
us, bro.
Okay. Cheers. Okay. Thank
Vibes.
you. Thank you guys for tuning into the Takeover. My name is Shen, and we'll see you next week. Bye.